Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about weapons in Red Dead Online. I'm not going to go too in depth on the different weapon stats today. Instead, I'm going to give you an overview of the different options in each category, some pros and cons of each weapon, as well as which one I use the most frequently and why. Let's get into it. Before we begin, just a few quick facts about weapons. Each weapon you purchase starts with base stats. You can increase these stats by upgrading your weapon at any gunsmith. You have the option of upgrading the barrel length and rifling, as well as iron sights. The type of ammo you use also changes the stats, and you have access to different types of ammo, everything from regular to express, as well as explosive. You should also keep some gun oil in your satchel, as clean guns have better reload speed, damage, and fire rate. Going through water degrades your weapons much quicker, so just keep this in mind. Lastly, the more you use a weapon, the more familiar you become with it. Familiarity is a lesser-known variable that influences the performance of firearms. It represents how often a weapon is used based on the total number of kills, and this is for both humans and animals. As familiarity increases, range, reload speed, and accuracy also increases. The easiest way to check this stat is to actually look at your reload speed on a fully clean weapon. If there's still a gray spot, it means you haven't become fully familiar with that weapon yet. So let's start with sidearms. You have the choice between revolvers, pistols, and the sawed-off shotgun, and what you choose to use is going to depend heavily on your playstyle and whether or not you want the higher damage you get from revolvers or the faster fire rate and reload from pistols. When you start the game, you're going to be given a Cattleman Revolver, which is actually a decent revolver. It's consistent and reliable, and if you don't want to spend a lot of money on new weapons when you start, you can upgrade this gun and it'll do just fine for you. Starting at rank 25, you can also purchase an offhand holster, allowing you to dual wield. The Cattleman is a pretty cheap gun at only $50, so picking up a second one isn't going to set you back too much. Compared to other revolvers, it has the highest single wield hip fire rate and has an ammo capacity of 6 rounds. Starting at rank 1, you can also pick up the Levitt Revolver. At $317, it is the most expensive revolver on this list. The Levitt is a very versatile weapon as it can shoot both regular rounds and buckshot. It has solid accuracy and decent power at mid-range. It also has an impressive ammo capacity of 9 rounds plus 1 shotgun shell. It does deal slightly less damage than the Navy and is a little less accurate than the Scofield. The Navy Revolver is another weapon you can pick up at rank 1. This revolver is a powerhouse, dealing high damage with great accuracy. The only con with this revolver is the reload speed, as it can be quite slow. It has an ammo capacity of 6 rounds and costs $275. At rank 9, you can unlock the Scofield Revolver. The Scofield excels in accuracy and range. It also offers decent damage and reload speed, making it an excellent choice. This revolver holds 6 rounds and costs $192. At rank 17, you can unlock the Double Action Revolver. It has the highest fire rate and decent enough damage, but it also has the worst accuracy and range out of all the revolvers. It holds 6 rounds and costs $127. You can also pick up the High Roller Revolver from the fence at rank 1, which is identical to the Double Action Revolver. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the revolvers. I personally wouldn't bother with the Double Action Revolver. Stats-wise, it's the worst on the list, and I don't find it worth purchasing. Other than the Double Action and High Roller Revolver, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the other revolvers on the list. The Cattleman is inexpensive, consistent, and reliable. The Scofield stats are decent overall, and it's a huge fan favorite of Red Dead enthusiasts. The Levitt offers both a higher ammo capacity, speedy fire rate, as well as the ability to carry a shotgun shell. And finally, the Navy Revolver has extremely high accuracy and damage, and it's actually my favorite of all the revolvers. The only thing I don't like about the Navy Revolver is the slow reload rate, but as long as you're aware of this, you can reload after shooting a few enemies so you aren't caught off guard. Of all these revolvers, the Navy is the one that I carry in my personal loadout. Okay, the next choice for sidearms are the pistols. Starting at rank 21, you can unlock the Volcanic pistol. The Volcanic has a high damage rate and good accuracy, but has a very slow firing rate and reload speed. It costs $270 and has an ammo capacity of 8 rounds. The SemiAuto pistol can be purchased at rank 22. It deals less damage than a revolver, but makes up for it with the fast fire rate, decent accuracy, and fast reload. The SemiAuto is great for tackling multiple enemies at a time. It is quite expensive at $537 and has an ammo capacity of 8. The Mauser can be unlocked at rank 34 and is the most expensive gun at $600. It has a rapid fire rate with a large ammo capacity at 10 rounds and can be a great choice for close range combat or when dealing with multiple enemies. As far as pistols go, I put the Volcanic into my weapons locker. I know a lot of people really like them, and it does have decent power, but the fire rate is horrible, making it a poor choice in fast-paced gunfights. I would choose a revolver for the higher damage before I would use the Volcanic. The Mauser can be a good choice for the large ammo capacity and rapid fire rate, but for just a little less money you can purchase the semi-auto pistols, which I believe outshine the Mauser in every category, and it's my personal favorite. The semi-auto has the highest fire and reload rate in the game. It's an excellent choice for dealing with multiple enemies and has excellent accuracy paired with decent damage. Combine the semi-auto with Painted Black and you have a deadly sidearm against both NPCs and other players, and this is the weapon that I keep in my personal loadout. The final sidearm you can have is the SawedOff shotgun. The SawedOff has deadly stopping power and is good for clearing out tight areas, but it's incredibly inaccurate. I know many people who like to carry one SawedOff and one revolver, but I personally like to dual wield two of the same weapon. You can purchase this gun at rank 19, it costs $111 and has an ammo capacity of 2. There are 2 events that use the SawedOff, Sport of Kings and the Special Edition showdowns with limited weapons. When doing the Special Edition bag missions, the SawedOff can be deadly when using Slippery. They make a great combo. Because I prefer other shotguns though, I do not keep this weapon stored on my horse, and instead I stick with a revolver or a pistol. In conclusion, I keep the Navy revolver and semi-auto pistols in my permanent loadout, and I do change which one I'm using depending on my mood and the situation I am facing. In PvP, I tend to use the navies if the map is larger and more open to give me that extra range and damage, but for small maps or ones in close quarters, I tend to favor the semi-autos for the quick shots and quick reload. When it comes to PvE, I'll pretty much use either depending on my mood, but typically if I'm facing waves of enemies, I'll use the pistol for the fast fire rate and fast reload. Overall, as a new player though, it's probably best to stick with the revolver for quite some time. While I slightly prefer pistols, they are more expensive and you're going to go through bullets really fast. You also can't hold as many bullets. The Cattleman and Scofield are solid choices that are inexpensive, but if you want to spend a little more money, I do prefer the navies as my first choice and the Lamats as my second. If you found this video helpful, I'd appreciate it if you give it a like, and I'd love it if you leave a comment below letting me know what sidearm you favor in Red Dead Online. I'll see you in the next video where I cover my favorite rifle, repeater, and shotgun. Thanks for watching!